All right. The first page in your real life wellness journal is your goal setting page. Okay. As you can tell, your goal sheet is broken up into all four different areas of the real life wellness program. The first area is the chemical. Okay. So, what is the goal? What is your goal in your chemical wellness? In other words, what is your dietary goal? Are you wanting to lose weight? Are you wanting to have more energy? Are you wanting to get rid of toxins? Are you wanting your skin to look better? Are you all of these different things? You have to decide through your list what it is that is most important for you from the chemical point of view. The second part of the goal sheet, of course, is your structural. In other words, do you want to have less pain? Do you want to gain more strength? You can go right down the list. But you have to decide what is the most important thing for you using one or two goals in each one of those areas. The third area, of course, is your psychological. So are you ready to reduce your stress? You want to be in a better mood? I mean, all of these things, but don't try to do too much too fast. Because what I've learned is if the more you focus in on specific things, then the more likely you are to get them taken care of. Because one of the worst things you can do is say, oh, I need to do all these things. Well, pretty much all of us do. But the problem is if you don't focus on specific goals and in specific time frames with specific measurable improvements, everything gets washed out. You don't do anything. You get what they call the paralysis of analysis. So the biggest thing you got to do on these first two pages is decide one or two goals that you would like to tackle in those first two pages on each one of those four sections. So in other words, you want to have two goals, one or two goals in the chemical, you want to have one or two goals in the structural, you want to have one to two goals in the psychological, and one to two goals in the spiritual. Because once we hone it down and you hone it down exactly to those different things, then we can say, okay, we're going to start making measurable improvement in each one of these areas based on what it is that you want. Because now that we understand what your personality strengths are, your body strengths are, your learning style, we're able to say, okay, here's your program. You're going to mold your program based on you, based on what you're doing, based on what you feel comfortable with, based on the positive traits that you have. Once we do that, all of a sudden your results become that much better, you get better that much faster, and so that will help us keep rolling down the road into the second part of the journal. Okay, so that explains the goal setting process. Because next we're going to get into some of the reasons why those goals are important to you. So that's the next page.